Hey guys, welcome to my channel once again. Today I'll be sharing this wonderful pepper soup recipe with you guys. I call it the Ogbonge pepper soup. This tastes really good. If you haven't tried it out before, give it a try and you'll be sure to come back to testify. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time, this is Ogaga's Kitchen with a Twist. You're welcome. Now the main thing, so I'm going with 4 tilapia fish. You can go with whichever fish you prefer, it will work just well. I decided to show this footage to actually show you how I clean up my tilapia fish. So the most important tool for me is my scissors. It makes it very easy for me to clean up my fish. So I'm just going to take out all the visible bones that I can take out of this fish. We know that tilapia fish has a lot and lots of bone, so you would do well to take off those ones you can take off. Take off the tail, take off the fin, take off anything, any external bone. So this is something I know most people don't know about, but you can take that off as well. You don't worry, you go with some flesh with it, but it is okay. So my knife is serrated knife, so it's kind of difficult for me, but if you have a straight knife and a sharp knife, it will go well for you. So that is all about cleaning your fish. And then also the gills, just put your hand in there and grab it all out. So our fish is clean. Now, like I said, I'm going with, I think 5 tilapia fish. So I'm just going to share them into different parts. Depend on the size of your fish and how large you want it in your soup. So for the smaller ones, I'm going for 2. And for the bigger ones, I'm going for 3. This is not something you must do. Depends on how you like it, like I said. So this is this pepper soup is new to me. I actually saw a video of it. Of course, I added my twist to it, which I'm going to be sharing with you once I start the main cooking. And it tastes really good. It tastes really good. So our fish is ready. Now I'm going with basil. You can go with saint leaf. Where I am, I don't usually get saint leaf, so I usually go with basil, which tastes like saint leaf as well. I'm going with different kinds of pepper. This is my twist. 3 kinds of pepper. Guys, deseed your pepper. I never knew pepper has a lot of flavor. I deseeded it and soaked the dry ones to actually pop up the flavor from the pepper. This is it. This is the dry one. I've soaked it in water for it. This will take for about 3 to 10 minutes and it will come up, and then you filter it. I tell you, pepper tastes so good. I never knew. This is something new. Of course, I'm going with garlic and I'm going with a lot of ginger, and I'm going to show you how to add your ginger at the end. So that is the pepper soup spices. I'm going with a lot of crayfish. You need a lot of crayfish for this pepper soup as well. That is the bolem seasoning, and also I have the negro pepper. We call it unrere in my native dialect, and the potash, which is called ukau in my native dialect. So these are the ingredients I'm using. Of course, please pardon this plantain. Oh, you know how plantain can be. You get it all fresh when you get home. After some days, the skin starts changing. I'm just kind of lazy cooking this food until I decided to. So this is it. I'm going to show you how to solidify your fish. Add hot water to your fish. If you want your fish to be intact all throughout your cooking process, you add a lot of hot water. Allow it to sit for 1 minute and filter out your hot water, and that is it. That is the lemongrass. If you can get hold of lemongrass where you have, it will work perfectly. So I'm going with, initially I decided to go with 4 plantain, 2 show ripe and 2 unripe plantain. But I discovered that this one I am cutting now, this one is still black. It is a deception. You know how plantain can be. The color will just change. You think, oh, this thing is ripe. By the time you start cutting it, you just see that it's still that old man. So I added extra. So everything is 5 plantain. So 3 unripe plantain and 2 show ripe. When I say show ripe, it's not ripe, it's not black. It's of course you can go with just black plantain if you prefer, but try it out, you will enjoy it, because you kind of have like the sweetness of the show ripe plantain, and with the black plantain, the flavor is kind of mixed. It tastes good. So try it out whenever you're baking pepper soup. Add a little bit of show ripe plantain and add more of black plantain. You will enjoy it. So I decided to show this footage how you can actually, take off the back of your plantain, because sometimes I used to struggle with taking off the back of my plantain. I'm not talking about ripe plantain, I'm talking about black plantain. It is kind of stiff. So what you do is, back then when they say go peel the plantain, you are angry, you don't want to do it. So you just want, let me just rush and do it, not knowing that you are harming yourself. So just take a knife, run it from top to bottom, just like this, and then gently apply pressure by, with your palm, with your finger, gently, and before you know it, the back is off. If you want to rush through it, you're gonna get the skin still stuck to some part, and after that you see yourself struggling using knife to cut those things out, and it will not be beautiful as it should be. So this is it, and also you'll be hurting the tip of your finger as well. So slow and steady wins the race. So that is it. So if you know that it's not clean enough, you can just use your knife to scrape, just run through it gently, just to take out those. You know how black plantain can be. Okay, so that is all. Like I said, I added extra show ripe, which you can see here, because I discovered that other one is not ripe. It's a deception. So you can cut it to which part you prefer. And so what part you prefer, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 thereabout, depending on the size of your plantain. So now this is my trick. I learned this when I was young. To make your unripe plantain to be sweet and also to taste like show ripe, add ukaun to either the potash immediately when you are cooking it. So that is what I did, and voila, this took about 7 minutes, and my plantain is like soft, and it's really, they taste really good. Like show ripe plantain can taste good that way when you cook it. So from this point on, I added my show ripe plantain to the black plantain that has been cooking, and then I'm adding my feed. This is just sharp. From here on, you don't need too much work anymore. And I'll suggest that prep everything you're going to use to prepare your food. This helps as well to make things fast for you, and also you don't forget anything you want to use to cook your food. So for the fish, like I said, I discovered that my pot will not be enough, so I didn't go with all. I just took out 2 pieces of the cut of the fish, so I'm going with the remaining ones. Now I'm adding my crayfish. You need a lot of crayfish. It's like half cup of crayfish, bouillon seasoning. At this point, you just keep adding everything, the pepper soup spice. And then this is the water from the blender that I use. And then this is the main pepper. So you can decide to blend your pepper to be smooth if you don't want a little bit, of the pepper, the back of the pepper. If you don't want a little bit of the pepper in it, you can blend it smooth. Then just add water to the point that you like it. You don't need too much water. I actually forgot my Negro pepper, so I'm just going to show that to you. It's called Uriye as well. So I'll cook that for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll show to get the exact time and share it on the screen. So this is it. Now, this is something I've not seen before. So I'm adding my ginger, and this is a lot of ginger, as you can see, about, will I say, because I have a small thumb, so I'll say it's like almost a thumb size, you know. So I'm just grating it. This is what you do when your pepper soup is almost ready. You know that everything is ready. Any moment from now, I'm taking off my pepper soup from heat. So you grate your ginger. Just get a grater and just grate the ginger on it. I tell you, pepper soup is kind of medicinal, right? This will enhance whatever flavor or make it so, I don't know how to say, but it is a good trick that I learned. I taught myself this. I believe the Holy Spirit gave me the inspiration because I've never seen it like this before, and I've never done it like this before. So this is about it. For me, this is the most important part of my video. Jesus is coming soon. Repent and give your life to him. What are you still doing in your sin? This is my lemongrass. If you can't find lemongrass where you live, it's okay, but go to an Asian shop. I'm sure that if you live in the foreign country, I'm sure you get lemongrass from there, because that is where I always get my lemongrass from. So like I was saying, Jesus is coming soon. Always remember to feed yourself. Look at what is happening now in the world. What are you still doing in sin? Do not be deceived. Hell and heaven is real, and you cannot live in sin and expect that you will go to heaven. This is a warning from the Lord. Please leave worldliness alone. The Bible says you cannot be equally yoked with the world and think that you have a relationship with God. It's a deception. Don't let any pastor preach you and tell you something that is not true. Live holy life. It is only holiness and righteousness that will take you to see Jesus. So this is it. The last thing I'm adding is the basil, which I will also say scent leaf. Now my heat is half, and you want to turn off your heat because you know that your stove will still be very hot. So once you turn off your heat or put in the basil and then turn off your heat, that is all. You don't need to cook anything anymore, and it is ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please share my videos with your friends and family. And as you can see, the fish is intact. Despite that, I kind of crushed the fish when I was trying to cut it with my knife, because my knife is kind of blunt and it's serrated, but you can see that the fish is still intact. So whenever you want to cook a food and you're using fish, you're scared that it's going to scatter, just add hot water, boiling water before you cook your fish, and then take off the water like 1 or 2 minutes after, and you are sure to maintain the shape of your fish in your food. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. God bless you. And please subscribe to my channel. share, and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.